Hi there, Amber LeMay here. Thanks for watching. Now, be sure to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to leave us a comment. We want to know what you think. Yes, we do. Now, enjoy the video. We have a great guest tonight, Kuintrice Crawford. She has a podcast. She's a motivational speaker. And, well, why should I be telling you? Let's have her tell you. Come on in, Kuintrice. Hi, Kuintrice.
Hi, Amber. How are you? How are you?
I'm well. So first off, you're in South Carolina. Where in South Carolina?
I am in Charleston, South Carolina, by
Oh,
way of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, actually. I'm here. I've been here for about 6 years, but I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
okay. But Charleston sounds like such a pretty city. I'd love to
It
visit sometime.
is. It's beautiful. Palm
Yeah.
trees. It's hot, so it's beautiful.
What's your favorite part of living there?
My favorite part of living here is the seafood and the water.
Yes, very cool. Very cool. All right. So I said earlier you had a podcast. Tell me about your podcast.
Okay. Well, my podcast started from when the pandemic came. I've always been a speaker. I spoke at church quite a bit and things of that nature. And I just naturally have a big mouth. But anyway, so I started doing interviews with people about the coronavirus vaccine, yay or nay. I was looking at it from all aspects. So I just put a panel of people together. It was a person who had coronavirus. I also then had a herbalist for people who really didn't want to get the vaccine, someone who had the vaccine, and someone who had the coronavirus. And it went from there. I just started interviewing various people and things of that nature, just being encouraging, especially in a time like the pandemic where it affected us all.
Yeah.
So that was what started me to going, and I've been going ever since.
All right. Well, that's fascinating because that's pretty much how this show started. The pandemic started. I've been performing live and making public appearances, but I was feeling kind of lonely. So Russell and I got together and put this together. So yes, we got something in common.
Yes.
All right. So you start off with the virus, which is still with us, and we'll talk about that later. But so where did you go from there?
Well, so after which, well, I still just at present just do a lot of interviews and things of that nature because I can't publicly go out and speak to people. And so I started to talk to people who were having like different struggles in life. Teenage girls who were struggling with looking for love in all the wrong places and learning how to self-love, self-motivate and things of that nature. So that's where I've also, that's another area of my expertise is being able to counsel and motivate people, give them something to look forward to, at a time like this. Because a lot of depression began to happen too during the pandemic. Lots of it. People having to stay at home more and being more facilitated or inside of the home. I don't think that people were ready for that, mentally. And so, it's where, I'm able to talk to people like, hey, it's really not that bad. It's not that bad, find things to do and learn things about people. You definitely will learn, especially even about your own family. You'll begin to learn about yourself.
Yeah, if you're confined for several months at a time, you're going to learn some things.
I learned some things about my husband I didn't know, that's for sure.
So, what's your background in counseling, or you just have a big mouth, like you said?
No, I started off, I am a mother of 6, a grandmother of about 15. And it started from there. But professionally, I started out working in geriatrics. And I went from geriatrics. I started doing with mom and baby. And then I went into physical therapy. And I found that it came with the counseling role. It always did. It comes with that counseling role. And so that's how it all happened. I went back to school. I went to school at a very late age in life because I had children so early. I always tell my children I was a young mother. So I went back. Yeah, I became a mother at 16, honestly. And I didn't go to school at that point because I couldn't. I was having children. And so at age 26, I went back to school and it
Wow.
started out, yeah, I got my GED first. And then after that, I just continued my education. And so I ended up being in therapy, and this leads me here.
Oh, wow. And so that must be such an inspirational story to tell some of these people that you're talking to. That
Mhm.
look where I came from, look what I had, and look what I did.
Yes,
That that
yes,
has to be very motivational to some of the
it
young
is.
women that you talk to.
It
Um,
is.
do you find that it's easier for them to talk to a stranger, or
Yes. It's very easy for people to talk to people that they don't know versus talking to someone for fear of being judged. I used to think that someone would judge me too at the beginning, but the more vocal I became, the better it helped me to overcome certain things. I look at my story where some people would look at me at the beginning, because I was having baby after I just kept having children and children, I just kept having children. And
Quintrice, I know what causes that.
you know. So I was extremely busy, but not busy doing anything well, that was productive, but I'm just saying. But I kept having children, and after which, people felt like, I think some people may even wrote me off, like, look at her with all them children, and she just ain't doing nothing with her life and things of that nature. But the tables did turn and I became successful. And so that's my story for most young women. You can be successful. You can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it and just put that positive energy into the atmosphere. And the atmosphere will shift for you and make room for anything that you want to do. It's never too late to get your education. It's never too late to explore anything that you want to do, even even entertainment wise, to travel. I didn't start traveling until I got older, simply because I was so busy doing the thing that what I was doing.
I know what you were doing. So, was there a people who we still have people who will not get vaccinated, all right, and that's why we're going to have to be wearing masks, for a while.
It is.
What do you say to them, to those people?
Well, I'll say to them, a lot of people are afraid, and they're afraid. And I talk to my own family one on one about this because um, I feel like if we don't get a hold of this, that it's just never, ever, ever going to end. I feel like, the vaccines did not just come around. They did not just come about. And I don't know where the theory came from. At the beginning, they said, I'm just going to be totally honest. At first, they said that, black people couldn't get it. And then everybody started getting. I'm thinking, are you kidding? There's no such thing as something that because of the color of your skin you can't get. And then okay, they're killing everybody. Well, no one's gonna kill everybody because who's gonna be here? Like, come on, that's crazy. So I just say to anybody, to be encouraging to them to if you want this to stop, we have to do something about this. You have to take a stand. You got the children, you want to be around your grandchildren. I know it was terrible for me to not be around my grandbabies
I
for a while.
bet.
Yeah, and not be able to do the things that you want to do or you're accustomed to doing. The vaccine, I know it's going to help, but we have to do it. We have to do it. I just feel, and at the end of the day, I really feel like sooner or later, you're going to have to do it
Or
anyway,
die. Yeah.
whether you want to or not.
And we hear all these stories about people who did not get vaccinated, who get COVID, who are in the
Mhm,
hospital
mhm,
sick, and they go,
mhm.
"Oh, I'll take the vaccine." They go, "Oh, a little late now."
Little too late. Little too late. It's crazy. I took the vaccine. I took the vaccine. Nothing happened to me. I'm still here. I'm still here. I didn't grow any extra body parts. Nothing happened to me. I mean, I've heard all sorts of stories, really. Like, don't go do that. Someone told me that it was going to manipulate my DNA. And I thought, I'm very old. I'm not reproducing it. I've contributed to the world already. Had 6 children. That's crazy to me. But I just want to be encouraging to somebody to have them to just take a second look at it. Do your research on vaccines. Vaccines have been around forever. And this is also not the first pandemic that we had. I remember being a little girl, and I mean, without telling you how old I am, there was a pandemic called the Legionnaire's disease. People were falling out everywhere. I never will forget it. But this is not the first pandemic. It's just one that has gotten way out of hand. So, in order for us to circumvent that, you're going to have to be vaccinated.
It's just part of the political scene. It's just, those people like that, so I'm going to not like it.
I
It's just,
know. It is.
we've lost some humanity.
We
That's
have.
for sure. For
We
sure.
have.
So, who would you like to interview, or who would you like to talk to on your podcast?
I would like to talk to you now.
We're going to do that. We're going to do that. By the way, I see a T period, E period, A period, the real T. What does that stand for? TEA.
TEA stands for Truly Educating Another.
That is very, very cool because we hear spill the tea and we're thinking, oh, we're going to gossip and tell some dirt. But
Yes, yes.
very nice.
A lot of people, and that's how I started, was by educating. A lot of people do not watch the news. A lot of people do not pick up a book, and the only book that some of them pick up is Facebook. So in my mind, I thought, you know what? These people have to be educated, and I'm going to educate them the best way I know how. So I'll talk about multiple subjects. It could be. I talk about religion. I'm not afraid to talk about.
Oh, oh, we had a little glitch there. We're back. All right. Kuintrice, you were talking about you're not afraid to talk about religion. So let's carry it on
No,
with that.
not afraid to talk about religion. My stepfather is a preacher. He preaches at our church, and I also am a singer. I sing as well. Gospel music, of course. I can't but yeah, I sing, and I'm not afraid to talk about any subject. Talking about things, like I said, knowledge is power, and it's the only communication is key to anything, any relationship you have or anything. It can only help. So yeah.
Okay, as we're hopefully winding down with the pandemic, and
Mhm,
you're going to be to move around more and get out, what would you
mhm.
like to do?
Oh my goodness. I would like to meet a lot. I have talked to some very, very prominent people. And I've already taken Realty to the streets of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, because that's where I'm from. And I went there and I interviewed some business owners there and things of that nature. But I want to have a Realty show. I want to have some of my guests that I had on my show. I want to have them in physical form where we're able to talk and put on a great show for everyone. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh, how
do.
cool. How cool. Very nice. Very nice. So who are some of the prominent people you've had on your show?
I had Lamont Patterson on my show. He's a music mogul. He does a lot of music producing in California. He works with Quincy Jones, things of that nature. I had one of Tamala Mann, her background singer, Lakia Johnson Stokes. I had her on my show. I really, really want to interview Tamala herself, but I interviewed her. I interviewed Dizareel. this man was so awesome. We talked about name remodification, but he's very prominent. He designs cars, like these really fancy cars that you see. He designs those. Yeah, I know it was amazing. I talked to a lady named, she's an author, Denise Turney. She's a prominent author. She has about 12 books that she writes, and her imagination is awesome. I had her. And I also had a screenwriter on my show, David Martin, and he writes a lot for movies and things of that nature. So yeah.
Well, nice wide range of guests, so that keeps people coming back to listen to you.
Yes.
All right. You said you like to sing. You're a gospel singer, yes. Can you give me a little song here, or what's your favorite gospel song to sing?
My favorite gospel song is oh my gosh, I have so many. Um Amazing Grace.
Oh, can you give me a little bit?
Sure, why not? Amazing Grace shall always be my song of praise. For it was grace that brought my liberty. I do not know just why he came to love me so. But he looked beyond all my faults, and he saw my need.
Oh, how beautiful. Now, to tell you the truth, you're not the first gospel singer I've had on my show. I had Francois Clemens. Are you familiar with Francois Clemens? He was
No.
Officer Clemens on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And
Oh, yeah.
and he's blessed us with songs as well. Well,
Oh,
Quintrice, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Good luck on the Real Tea and anything else. You're a beautiful person, and I know you've done a lot of good for a lot of people.
yes,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
absolutely. You take care.
Will do. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wasn't that pleasant? Very, very nice. Thank you, Quintrice. Thanks for watching. We love our fans. But you know who we love more? Our subscribers. Yes, yes, yes. So why don't you go right now and push that subscribe button? Then you'll know when we release our new videos, and we release new ones every week. Yes, and while you're at it, leave a comment. And you know what? One of my overworked interns just might respond to you. Oh, what the heck. If I'm bored, I might even write back to you. Wouldn't that be great? And while you're at it, tell all your friends to watch Amber Live every Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Thank you.